What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ask Philip, aka the DM Zone, where as are all your DMs or the ones that come through that don't sound like total tomfoolery. I take them, I answer them. Let's begin. Let's do it right now. First question. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, new crypto coin. All right, is it a pump and dump scheme? Is it legit? Look, here's the thing about crypto. Again, let's go back and pick apart the words cryptocurrency. Go look it up right now. What is a currency? Currency is defined as something that you accept have a value and is in general use, meaning that it changes hands multiple times a day. The whole thing about the crypto, all the crypto zealots out here that come and say hold, misspell hold, or they say hold on for dear life, HODL. Hold, I don't even know how to say it. My tongue doesn't twist that way. But the whole premise of that is don't ever sell, hold on to it for dear life, and that alone disqualifies it from being a currency. That's number one. Okay, is it legit? Because he brings it out here. Here's the thing. All of the things are based on the same exact technology. Now, if it's not being used by anybody, then by definition, it is really just a pump and dump scheme. And I don't mean that to highlight the negative connotation that it carries, but it's just a reality. Is there an underlying value there? Is there something about Logan Paul that makes this more valuable in the marketplace if you want to go buy a hot dog? Or even if you want to use it as a store of value, as a crypto asset? What really separates this from the next one? And in reality, all that really separates all of them from each other is the number of people that use them and the number of people that believe in them. But they're all based on the same technology. As of right now, I mean, he can do it just as well as anybody else. Doesn't mean it's worth anything, but if people go in there and put the money into it, then that'll pump up the value, like a pump and dump. Now, the question is he gonna dump it? I don't know. He probably believes in it, but who's to really say? It's just the gold rush, the crypto rush, and he's trying to get in on it. There was the NFTs, now people are coming out with coins. Let's see, but hey, I can't front because we have blockchain in my personal real estate portfolio. But here's the thing. We're taking a real estate portfolio that has like 2,000 apartments and then taking a way to use the blockchain to create transparency and to prevent the big Wall Street whales from coming in because we can actually stop them, whereas otherwise it's anonymous. So there's a use case that actually works just to say, hey, here's a new coin, the rinky-dink coin, the Dink Doink coin. Come on, doesn't that sound like a sick joke to you? Next question, I'm done. I guess diamonds are forever, huh? I mean, look, in an enterprise, if you're taking a risk of building and creating the enterprise, which I'm pretty sure he did not, but if you're the one that is leading the ship and the ship does incredibly well, you're entitled to do well personally also. In fact, it is one of the incentives in the contracts typically when CEOs sign up for a role like this because it comes with a lot of things. Scrutiny, responsibility. You're on the chopping block if you don't perform. Every quarter you have to show returns and updates to shareholders, and if you don't do the right thing, you'll get slammed in the press, you'll get slammed in the boardrooms. People will start to judge you. People might look at you differently down the hallway and they'll whisper by you see this diamond here? He's really just a piece of copper, you know? So that's one of the things. So from that standpoint, heavy's the head that bears the crown, right? However, there was a lot of talk about, you know the predatory business model of these banks. They go out here, they capitalize on the fact that there are a lot of people that are not financially literate. They don't understand the fees associated with credit cards. They don't understand basic things like overdraft fees. And before you know it, they make more money from poor people than they do from their rich clients. That alone is a perverse disparity and just reeks of exploitation. And I'm not singling out Chase here. That's just the business model of the banks. So something definitely needs to be done there because you can make just as much money if you just try to get them to graduate to a point where they can go in and buy more homes. It helps reduce the wealth gap, and now you can collect fees from them, interest fees. You get what I'm saying? Which is far better for them. But let's be fair here. I happen to know that Chase has a technology where they're trying to get more people to do that. That being said, is it insensitive? Probably not the best timing, to be honest, but hey, he got that good name, right? Jamie Dimon. I guess diamonds are forever. Next, what do we got? I don't know, should they be canceled? I really don't know. I try to stay away from conversations like that because number one is way above my pay grade. I'm simply not smart enough to make that type of judgment. I'm not a governor of a country, nor am I a governor of a big sporting organization. I simply don't know. I don't know enough about it. Now, one thing about pro sports that I do know is, and I truly believe this, just the way that this is an evolutionary psychological talking point I'm about to introduce, so forgive me for that if I go slightly off topic, but one of the greatest innovations from a peace standpoint, from a world peace standpoint, is the modern day Olympics in 1896. There's something primal built within human beings that were very tribal, very territorial, and very aggressive mammals. So that's why you see wars all the time. People go and conquer different places. With pro sports, it allows us that outlet to root for our own, where it's okay, but without bloodshed and fatalities. So from that standpoint alone, it's a great thing. For instance, I'm Danish. I happen to have my best friend and a family member that plays for Denmark. When they played England, I have like a quarter of my family that's in England, but I was like, those bad guys, you know? It's just that's one place where you can have an outlet for that, where it's okay to have that friendly competition that's aggressive but comes without bloodshed. So from that standpoint alone, I feel as though pro sports is one of the greatest innovations we've had in the past 100-some years. In addition to that, it gives a lot of people opportunity. It gives a lot of entertainment, escapism for people who want to watch something and get away from their everyday lives, the stresses of their everyday lives. And just look at the Euro 2020s, right? I believe it's the first real big time live event where the crowds came out, and you saw if you didn't see it, go watch it. The energy was crazy. And that's simply because people need to be outside. They need to have something to root for, something to root against. And that's what comes with pro sports. And for that reason alone, stripping away all the politics, the health measurements and measures or whatever, all that stuff, just from the standpoint of that's what I can speak to. I believe that the Olympics, it's great that they're here. I'm excited to follow it, and we can go root for our superstars and, you know, whoever represents us in our respective countries. So it's great for that standpoint. I don't know anything about the rates and spikes of viruses. That's, again, I know nothing about it. I just know that Olympics and sports bring people together. It allows you entertainment, and overall it benefits the world in a very, very positive way. So I'm pro Olympics. If I could compete there, I would, but I'm the business Olympics here in New York City, so that's what I do. That's my Olympics. Anyways, that's it. Anything else? We done here? We're done. All right, that's all from me. Thank you guys for watching Bold Business. If you want me to hit you back right here, just slide into my DMs at YFWTB on Instagram or at BoldTV everywhere. And if your question is good, we'll bring it in here and I'll answer it. And until next time, peace out. I'm out of here.